Part 1. The Invitation. Hollow Creek Manor stood at the edge of a dense forest, its dark silhouette shrouded in a thick mist that seemed to linger even on the sunniest of days. The mansion had a history steeped in darkness, a history that sent shivers down the spines of those who dared to speak its name. But for Olivia, a young and adventurous journalist, the legends surrounding the manor were nothing more than tales to be debunked. That's why when she received an invitation to spend a night at Hollow Creek Manor and document any paranormal activity, she couldn't resist. Olivia was a skeptic at heart, determined to expose the supernatural as mere superstitions. She was joined on this eerie expedition by her best friend Alex, a technology enthusiast who came equipped with an array of cameras, audio recorders, and other ghost-hunting gadgets. As they approached the manor, its imposing presence sent a chill down their spines. The crumbling facade of the mansion seemed to leer at them, windows boarded up and ivy crawling up the walls. The air grew colder as they crossed the threshold, their footsteps echoing ominously in the grand foyer. Part 2. The Mysterious Host. They were greeted by a butler named Mr. Blackwood, a tall and gaunt man with a voice as cold as the grave. His sunken eyes held secrets, and his crooked smile sent shivers down Olivia's spine. He handed them a set of keys and informed them that dinner would be served promptly at 7 p.m. The hours leading up to dinner were spent exploring the manor's dark corridors and dimly lit rooms. The place was a labyrinth of secrets, each corner hiding a piece of its unsettling history. Olivia and Alex set up their equipment in the drawing room, strategically placing cameras and voice recorders in hopes of capturing any ghostly evidence. At 7 p.m., they made their way to the dining room, where a long, ornate table was set for two. Candles flickered in the dim light, casting eerie shadows on the walls. The meal was served by Mr. Blackwood, who spoke little and moved silently as a specter. The food, though delicious, tasted strange, as if it held a hint of bitterness that lingered on their tongues. As they ate, Olivia couldn't help but notice the portraits that lined the walls. They were portraits of the manor's previous residents, each with an expression of torment etched on their faces. It was said that Hollow Creek Manor was cursed, and anyone who dared to call it home met a tragic end. Part 3. The Unexplained Phenomena. After dinner, Olivia and Alex returned to the drawing room to review their recordings. To their surprise, they began to hear strange noises and whispers on the audio recordings. Unexplained footsteps, eerie laughter, and faint cries echoed through the headphones. Olivia's skepticism wavered, and Alex's excitement grew. They decided to explore the manor further, venturing into the basement. The air grew colder, and the dim light from their flashlights cast eerie shadows on the damp stone walls. It was there, in the basement, that they encountered their first real apparition. A pale figure, dressed in tattered clothing, stood before them. Its hollow eyes stared into their souls, and its outstretched hand reached for them. Olivia and Alex stumbled backward in terror, their hearts pounding. But as quickly as it had appeared, the ghostly figure vanished into thin air. Part 4. The Unraveling Mystery. As the night wore on, the paranormal activity escalated. Objects moved on their own, doors slammed shut, and ghostly figures roamed the hallways. Olivia and Alex documented it all, their fear now mingling with a growing sense of dread. The manor's dark history seemed to come alive before their very eyes. In a desperate attempt to unravel the mystery, they searched for clues in the manor's library. There, they discovered an old journal that belonged to a former resident named Emily Holloway. The journal detailed a sinister ritual that had taken place in the manor many years ago, a ritual meant to summon dark forces from beyond. The more they read, the clearer it became that the curse that plagued Hollow Creek Manor was tied to this ritual. Emily's words spoke of the agony and suffering that had befallen her family as a result of their dabbling in the occult. It was as if the very walls of the manor had absorbed the malevolent energy of that ritual, trapping the spirits of the past within its confines. Part 5. The Final Confrontation. As the clock struck midnight, Olivia and Alex knew they had to confront the malevolent force that haunted the manor. Armed with knowledge from Emily's journal, they ventured to the basement, the epicenter of the supernatural activity. There, they found a circle of candles and symbols etched into the stone floor, just as described in the journal. As they began to recite an incantation meant to break the curse, the air grew thick with an oppressive presence. The room seemed to come alive, and the walls themselves seemed to whisper ancient incantations. Suddenly, a vortex of darkness materialized in the center of the room, and the ghostly figures of Emily's family emerged. The spirits wailed and moaned, their tortured souls seeking release from the curse that bound them. Olivia and Alex pressed on, their voices shaking but determined. As they completed the incantation, a blinding light engulfed the room, and a deafening roar echoed through the manor. When the light dissipated, the spirits were gone, and the oppressive atmosphere lifted. The curse that had plagued Hollow Creek Manor for generations had been broken. Part 6. The Aftermath. With the curse broken, Hollow Creek Manor no longer felt like a place of dread and despair. The once oppressive atmosphere had transformed into one of calm and tranquility. Olivia and Alex had not only documented the paranormal, but had also helped free the tormented spirits trapped within the manor. As they prepared to leave the manor the following morning, Mr. Blackwood bid them farewell with a knowing smile. He had been the guardian of the manor, tasked with protecting it from those who sought to exploit its dark secrets. He thanked Olivia and Alex for their courage and dedication in unraveling the mysteries of Hollow Creek Manor. As they drove away from the manor, Olivia couldn't help but feel a sense of accomplishment. She had come to debunk the legends, but instead, she had uncovered the truth behind the curse. Hollow Creek Manor would no longer be a place of nightmares, but a testament to the power of the human spirit to confront the supernatural and bring peace to the restless souls of the past. Please subscribe, or I will haunt you down in your dreams.